Sa bilyonaryo naman, lalo na bukas, it will be politics. But as I have told you earlier on, may co-host ako. And para to provide nga balance or siguro a clash or kahit may conflict of ideas or opinions, my co-host will be Edwin Lasherda. So, ayun, sabi ni CRTP, Mirador, tower attached to a building providing an extensive view. Hi kay Sir Alan, sabi niya, sayang di kita nakita, taga-Balayan po ako. Well, one of these days, babalik din po ako doon to continue to help out. Si Ma'am Betty po, yung isa sa may-ari, siya po ang sumama sa amin dyan. Okay. Meanwhile, mayroon na namang mga dito, nakatawa. Yan. Hi kay Ma'am Liza Jane. IG. Sabi niya, I like your voice, very calming amidst the storm that we're in. Alam nyo, hindi lang po sa politika ang laban kasi. One of the things that we need to do is to help evolve the Philippine national identity. Ang anong ibig sabihin nito? Pag tayo nag-identify as Filipinos very strongly, meron tayong sense of nation. So pag may sense of nation, sense of community, you won't want to do anything to harm that community. Obviously, marami sa mga politiko natin, hindi sila interested sa community o sa bayan. Andyan sila para sa sarili nila. And so we can help the country in many, many ways. And one of them is by saving heritage, sa pagpapalaganap ng at pagbibigay edukasyon tungkol sa kulturang Pilipino, nakakatulong din tayo sa pagpapatatag ng Philippine national identity. So, syempre, meron ding labanan dito sa politika and actively involved naman tayo dyan. Pero, kumbaga, there are many, many ways to love the country. Hi kay Chris Laur at kay Ma'am Liza Jane. Hi, Sir Art. Sabi ni Ma'am Wena, magiging busy ka na naman, attorney, di ka na naman makakabalik dito sa Scandinavia. Ay, hindi. Kasi yung program na The Spokes, hindi lang naman po kami ni Attorney Edwin ang mga spokes or press secretaries ng mga nakaraang presidente. So on occasion, ang mag-appear will be the other spokes. Possibly with the exception of Attorney Harry Roque, who's not in the country. Sabi ni Remigio, pwede po bang ma-abolish ang party list sa Congress? Wala naman po kasing naitutulong sa mamamayang Pilipino at nagiging pugat na ng NPA. Katulad po ng matagal na naming binabanggit dito, nandun ako sa I am of the view na parang conservation of energy. Unang-una, para matanggal ang party list, kailangan matanggal yan sa saligang batas. Pero katulad ng matagal na nating sinasabi, lalong-lalo na sa paghihikayat ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, sa panahon ngayon, ang pagbabago ng saligang batas, very dangerous. Lalong-lalo na mayroon tayong mga politiko na malinaw ang kanilang hangarin na hindi nabibitiw sa pwesto. So, nakita nga natin, di ba, dinefeat natin yung People's Initiative. At dahil malakas ang pagputol natin dyan, hindi na po itinuloy ng mga taong nakaupo sa pwesto. May oras at panahon para sa pagbabago ng saligang batas. So, kung hindi pa palitan yung saligang batas, and we cannot do anything about it yet, ang paghihikayat dapat ngayon ay sa pagbabago ng batas. Unang-una, bakit ba nagiging pugad ng NPA yan? Kasi wala naman nakalagay sa batas kung mayroong mga organisasyon na hindi dapat nakaupo dyan. So, dapat kung ang organisasyon ay may links sa mga terorista, dapat hindi na rin sila pwede. Kung ang organisasyon ay konektado sa mga taong tutol, let's say, sa demokrasya, dapat hindi pwede. Pwede naman natin kasing lagyan ng mga limitasyon, provided yung mga limitasyon na yon ay hindi tutol sa saligang batas. Ano pa? Sinasabi niyo wala kasing naitutulong. Hindi po totoo yan. Kasi nung early days ng party list, ang mga nandyan ay yung mga naghihikayat ng pagbabago sa mga batas para sa senior citizens. Tandaan po natin na malakas ang boses ng party list nung ginawa at later on binago at in-improve ang senior citizens law. Yung pag-a-advance sa mga issue sa kababaihan na isulong din po yan sa tulong ng party list. Mayroong mga iba na hindi pa kasi nagagawa ang comprehensive na pag-aaral o pagtutok sa mga party list kung ano ang kanilang naisulong at na-accomplish. Pero naniniwala ako doon sa karapatan ng representasyon. Ang mga party list kasi, they represent interests na hindi kakayanin makapagtaguyod ng isang representante para maisulong ang mga interes na ito. Halimbawa, masyadong konti, masyadong esoteric, or hindi talaga kakayanin na mairepresenta ng mga district representatives. So, para sa akin, mahalaga ang party list system. Kung hindi ito nagwo-work, baguhin natin yung batas para hindi na natin nakikita yung mga taong hindi naman nakakatulong. Bukod pa dyan, tingin ko dapat baguhin din yung paraan para sa pag-e-elect ng mga ito. Halimbawa, um, ang nangyayari kasi is may mga kamag-anak lang, di ba? May ibang mga dynasties na pag hindi mabigyan ng pwesto yung isang kapamilya nila, eh magtatayo ng party list para doon naman yung tao. Bukod pa dyan, may rule din na ang mga mainstream parties maaaring magpatakbo sa party list. O katulad ni Laila de Lima, ang party list niya ay mamamayang liberal, which means na ito ang party list ng Liberal Party. So para sa akin, dapat higpitan natin ang batas kasi yun, doable yan. Hindi katulad ng pagbabago ng saligang batas, hindi siya doable. Not at this time at hindi rin advisable. Ay, si Ma'am PM. Ma'am, umaga po, hindi PM. Ang hirap naman nun para sa akin kung gabi. Pwede bang mapa-impeach si Boying Remulla? Pwede kung mayroon siyang gagawin na tutol sa saligang batas o ano or yeah, the usual grounds, 'di ba? Culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, graft and corruption, high crimes. Yan. Sabi ni Lauren, ang party list ba sinimulan ni Cory Aquino? Excuse me, hindi po, pero isinabatas dahil sa saligang batas ng 1987. So, uulitin ko yung konsepto ng conservation ha. That which takes the least energy. Yun po. So, halimbawa, yun nga para sa akin, bakit tayo tumututol sa party list of abolition ang gusto ninyo? Bakit hindi natin sinusubukan na baguhin ito? Sa totoo lang, mas mahirap pang ang gawin yun eh. At dahil hinihikayat ninyo yung pagtatanggal ng party list, hindi siya nangyayari. Kasi nga, it takes too much energy. Dahil nga, pagbabago ng saligang batas ang gusto ninyong gawin. Sabi ni Sherwin, bakit mabagal ang maglabas ng desisyon ng Supreme Court regarding Duterte Youth? Kasi ang definition mo ng mabagal ay definition mo. Iba ang definition ng Supreme Court. Sabi ni Rick, si God na magpa-impeach sa amaw. Ay, ano yung Inquirer News? Hindi ko pa po. Huwag niyo naman sabihin check kasi hindi ko naman magagawa yun habang live tayo. Sabihin niyo kung ano yung issue. Sabi ni Arfaz, I saw a video showing characteristics of a fascist government. All can be found in the BBM government. Why don't you enumerate it? Pakiting kita. Anthony Victorino says, Blessed Sunday. Hi po. Sabi ni Carlos, kung boboto kami ng party list, paano ba kami mamimili ng maayos na party list? Ano ang mga dapat na tamang indications? Well, unang-una, X na yung mga party list kung saan nepotism lang. Kumbaga, nag-uupo lang sila ng kamag-anak. O halimbawa, hindi ba mayroong party list yung mga Nograles? Hindi ko binoto yun. Kasi nga, gumagawa lang sila ng isa pang posisyon para sa isa pang kapatid. So that's number one. Number two, kailangan um, yung hangarin nila ay tungo sa pagsusulong ng mga mahahalagang interes ng bayan. Halimbawa, pagpoprotekta sa mga indigenous peoples, pagpoprotekta sa ating mga OFWs, ganyan. Number three, kung matagal nang established yung party list, titignan natin yung track record. Merong mga party list dyan. Ano yung boto nila nung impeachment ni VP Inday? Pwedeng ganon. So track record is mahalaga din po yan. Kayo, wala po ba kayong masasuggest na iba pang batayan para sa pagpipili? Hi kay Naila. Sabi ni Remsio, kasi ang mga party list ngayon ay nagiging source ng korupsyon at paghihiganti sa mga Duterte. Yes, but that is a decision made now. Ibig sabihin, nagtatanggal kayo ng isang paraan na pwede naman nating gamitin. Halimbawa, kung tama nga tayo bumoto, maaari tayong mag-upo ng mga tao na poprotekta naman sa mga Duterte. In other words, parang isinusuko mo ang isang instrumento na pwede naman natin gamitin. So, and dahil hindi ninyo magamit or sa ngayon hindi niyo nakikita yung paraan para gamitin yan, gusto nyong ibasura. Wag naman po ganyan. Like I said, conservation. Ah, wag niyong basta babaliwalain simply because you're after a short-term goal. Gets ko. Alam mo naman na mahal natin yung dating Pangulo. At si VP Inday, at si Mayor Baste, at si Kong Pulong. Pero, institutional yan eh. So, kung tayo magpapalit o magtatanggal ng mga ganitong klaseng institusyon, titignan natin ang long-term and short-term effects. Ah, Sabi ni Veritas, what is your comment on Boying Remulla's interview with Luchi Cruz? He made a statement, very good question ha, that tax evasion daw is legal akin to tax avoidance and that it is a form of bending the law daw. Teka, at this point, I'm gonna roll my eyes. Ay, nakakaloka, he's spreading misinformation. Meron bang pwedeng gawin sa kanya? Parang mapurul na siya as a member of the legal profession. Well, as a member also of the legal profession, I cannot bash him or disparage him, but I can disagree with him. Unang-una, that was incorrectly stated. There is tax avoidance and there's tax evasion. Tax evasion is illegal, tax avoidance is legal. Bakit? Tax avoidance, you use the law. So kung kunwari nakalagay sa law, o dito exempt ka, titignan mo kung ano yung mga exemptions that are available to you. O what kind of, kunwari pwede kang mag-donate. So up to a certain amount, donations are tax-free. Magkakaroon ng donors tax beyond a certain amount. So pwede kang mag-donate up to a certain amount every year of a single property. So for example, may lupa ako. Example lang to. It's worth 1 million. Kung ang exempt amount for donations is 100,000, I will donate less than 100,000 every year worth of that property. So that is tax avoidance. But tax evasion is hindi na lang ako magbabayad. So, it is unfortunate na ganyan yung sinasabi niya in order to defend his statement of bending the law. Hindi po dapat ganyan. What we do is encourage people to abide by the law because the law isn't always harsh. There are instances where the law will give you certain benefits and you can use the law when it benefits you. Diba? So, I'm afraid I will disagree with the ombudsman. Sabi ni Ivan, is it true that Maharlika Investment Fund hired Mr. Mahoney as a consultant? Mahoney, often seen with Tambay, is now staying in Manila with his family. Yes, I understand that he has been consulted. I'm not sure if he has been hired as a consultant, but he has been consulted on the Maharlika Investment Fund. So, take that whichever way you will. Ang nakakatawa niyan is that there is no definitive statement from the Philippine government. Ibig sabihin, madali kasing magsabi ng no, hindi naman siya consultant. So let's look. Did the government say no or did they say that he was just consulted? Kasi yun na po ang nakikita ko. Saan po next heritage site na pupuntahan nyo? Well, right now, ang nakikita kong next fieldwork is next year pa sa sa summer. But we will announce if there's another one. Sabi ni Lauren, ano na po ang kaso sa Supreme Court about kay Stella Kimbo? Kung ito po ang tungkol sa 2025 national budget or the GAA, kasama po si former Congresswoman Stella Kimbo dyan, but it is not a criminal case against her. It is for the voiding of the law and the insertions. And nandyan naman kayo. Para sa akin, I don't want to take advantage of the situation for any political purpose. Ang gusto ko lang sana sa kanyang pamilya. Kasi hindi ko dali ko opinion. Hindi ko siya ko masakit eh. So for me, any death is not something to it's not something to be made into political fodder. I mean, I may be guilty of this also in other times. But in this case, bata to 19 years old, unaliving herself, possibly due to mental health issues. So I really don't want to to add any more pain to to her parents and her family. Ito sabi ni Arfas. Okay, characteristics of a fascist government. Number one, use of secret police. Okay, or police that acts with secrecy. Two, denying reality with constant lies. Oh yes, quite evident in this case, 'di ba? Yung mga masama ang Duterte, masama si Inday, masama lahat, ganyan. Na ang corrupt ay Duterte pero while looking the other way at their own corruption, yan yung gaslighting. Controlling media, I agree. Normalizing corruption, holy cow. Rejecting election results or hiding the fact of cheating. Controlling education, yeah, yeah. Or making pabaya education, agree. Sorry, tingog, pasensya na, yes. You're right, Ma'am BM, so may I correct myself? Tingog party list. Sabi ni Ma'am Lauren, wala po kayong plan mag-run for senator? I think it is way too early for any of that, but to tell you the truth, I'm not interested for the moment. Pero nangako ako sa ibang mga followers dito that given the right set of circumstances, posible naman. I will not say no. Sabi ni Lovie, wala na ba talaga pag-asa ang Duterte youth? Sayang lang. Well, I think that as long as the case is still active, then hindi pa sayang, hindi pa tapos. Sabi ni Faz Gamer, inimbitahan po si Attorney Claire sa isang media interview as a USEC. Inimbitahan as what? Pero ang mga sagutan niya po ay ayon sa YouTube niya daw. Di po ba yung conflict of interest? Ito ay yung paninira niya kay Mayor Magalong. Actually, nung ako ang I only have myself as an example. Dahil nga nagvo-vlog din tayo at the time that I was asked to be press secretary. Sinabihan ako na hindi ka na pwede mag-vlog ha. So I passed it on to Attorney Amin. So hindi ko alam kung bakit she gets away with it. I agree that may potential conflict dyan. Sabi ni Joby, if may makatandem man si VP, tingin ko magandang combination ang Sara Marcoleta. But remember, excuse me, taking into consideration that VP Inday needs a strong Senate on her side. So she'll have to make that decision also, that consideration. Ano po ang status ng manual counting regarding sa resulta ng last elections na halos Duterte team ang nanalo? Okay, wait ha. Wala pa pong sinasabi ang Korte Suprema na magma-manual counting. Ang nangyari po ay binigyan ng pagkakataon ang Solicitor General na magbigay ng komento. Tila nakalipas na yung panahon para magkomento sila, binigyan na sila kasi ng extension. Kung hindi sila nakasumite ng kanilang comment, maggagawa ng desisyon ang Korte Suprema base doon sa petisyon lamang. So, it doesn't necessarily mean na ginrant yung petisyon ha. And so, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ito, continuation ng kay Arfaz. Number 7, the seventh characteristic of a fascist government, using the military on civilians. All right, agree? Appointing incompetent loyalists. Evidently. Rewriting history, also evident. Number 10, ignoring due process. I agree, especially in the case of PRD and VP Inday. Labeling minorities as enemies. Well, in our case, hindi naman tayo minority, but di ba yung those who are being labeled as anti-China. Yan. Tapos 12, using fear to gain power. Yes, yung kaliwat kanan na pag-file ng mga kaso na minsan walang katuturan. Agree. Mukha nga, Arfas, I think I agree with you there. So number 13, sabi ni Arfas, accusing others of your crime, especially corruption. Number 14, normalizing political violence. Kasama. May nakita na ba kayo dito na what would you equate with political violence? 15, erasing and faking government data. Faking, yes. Or justifying. Halimbawa, si DOT Secretary. So, yeah. Sabi ni Remigio, kaya pala nanalo sina Lacson, Soto, Pangilinan. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves, sir, ha? Like I said, wala pang order ang Korte Suprema para sa manual counting. Let's not get ahead of ourselves dahil baka nagpapakalat kayo ng maling impormasyon. Anong oras ang bagong programa bukas? 8:30 a.m. Isipin niyo na lang na parang karambola, ganon. Sabi ni Pederino, papayag po ba ang US na mapunta tayo sa China if ever Sarah leans towards China? Can China protect us from the US? You will need a different dynamic for that. Kasi ang US lang naman ang nangangako ng proteksyon pero hindi ginagawa. Halimbawa, may mutual defense treaty tayo. Resulta niyan, may mga VFA, may mga nakakapag-aral ang ilan sa ating mga opisyales na militar doon sa US. Meron tayong military attaché. Pero sinabi ng US dati na i-consider daw nila ang conflict sa South China Sea or the South China Sea as any attack in that area will fall under the Mutual Defense Treaty. Sabi nila. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, dyan talaga nakakasukat anong klase kang tao regarding sa perspective niyo to a tragic death. Regarding sana sa political leanings natin, magkaroon sana tayo ng puso and better be quiet na lang kasi that kind of pain is just undescribable. And this is why I love you, attorney. May utak at puso. Sana lahat ng DDS nakiramay na lang because she had her fate already. And madagdag ko lang, indeed, we are a fascist dictatorial government if you don't agree with the admin. Totoo. Well, thank you very much, everybody, to take the same stand as I have regarding dito sa anak ni Kuya Kim. But, diba? Kasi naiintindihan ko din naman yung iba na sumasagot dun sa mga paratang. So, napaka-unfair naman nung akusasyon, di ba, na sa mga DDS. May mga ganun. Because self-unaliving is a complicated thing. So, and mental health is a complicated thing. We cannot say with absolute certainty about what happened. But we are absolutely certain of its effect on the family, on her friends. So, para sa akin, ayoko lang kasing dagdagan yung pain ng pamilya niya. Sabi ni Hernandez, political violence na po ba yung ginawa sa kalaban ni Tambi to erase her name sa balota even if the disqualification case is ongoing? Well, violence by its meaning requires an aggression that is illegal. So, under the law, although it's illegal, wala akong nakikitang illegal na aggression. Sabi ni Ma'am BM, di ba po billions ang Intel Fund ni BBM? Ba't po kaya lagi niyang sagot sa mga nangyayari, di ko alam or I don't know? I don't think any amount of Intel funds will give him knowledge or wisdom. Hi kay Alex, hi kay Soft Cold Hearted, kay Purita. Sabi ni CRTP, di nga makatulong sa natural calamity ang mga kano, depensa pa sa giyera. It will be subject to their own local politics then and to their own laws. Hi kay Lazy Troy, thank you for being here. Veritas et Lexus, thank you for sharing your legal insights. Lalo ngayon ang daming misinformation coming from the people in government na. I'm not sure if sinasadya nila o talagang bobo lang sila. Well, I think pag consistent, wala na tayong choice except to think na sinasadya na. Ayan, sabi ni Remigio, halatang halata si Boying na dinadivert niya yung issue sa mga Duterte at mga kaalyansa nila. Samantalang malinaw naman na nasa Congress ang dapat makakasuhan. So, hi Sir Maxi, sabi niya, that's the Gen Z problem these days. My niece, ganun din po your niece. She nearly did that. Wow. Well, I hope she's getting the care she needs. Ayun, tama, Ma'am Christine, political violence, KOJC siege, I agree. Oh, thank you very much, hindi ko naalala yan. How could I forget? Sorry, you can punish me for that. But, yeah. I'm so sorry for having forgotten that. But yeah, KOJC siege, I agree. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, tayong mga DDS, pinaratangan na tayo ng mas matitindi like De Lima, buhay pa. Pero si Inday daw may kasalanan sa sunog. Dahil daw sa DPWH. So at least, to someone as young as her na sumakabilang buhay na, we'll let it slide and pray for her soul because the DDH needs to be educated that mental health issues is a complex societal problem. Ganun sila ka-woke. Sa totoo lang, yung self-unaliving, it is a problem for those who are left behind. We're left behind to make sense of it. So, pero sabi nga, the saying goes that it is up to the living to give meaning to a death. So we can give meaning to that one and some comfort to her parents by paying attention to mental health issues. It's not, times are different eh. And let's face it, nowadays, people are meaner. Hindi gaya ng, let's say, 10, 20 years ago. Even if people could be, witchy with a B, iba yung, iba yung ngayon. Diba? People online believe in the safety of their anonymity. The truth is, you're not really safe online. Even if you send threatening or terrible messages to somebody else, you're not really safe. Your anonymity doesn't protect you. And if a victim is very determined, you can be held liable. You can. It's just that many people either don't know how to or just don't want to spend the time or the energy. But I will remind everybody here so that we will act better. I'm not saying anybody here is responsible, but let's take a lesson from this. Is that sometimes we get carried away when we're online. Let's be the better people because we are better people than that. Sabi ni Ma'am BM, yung EDCA nga dito sa Bicol, walang silbi, di maasahan sa oras ng calamities, tapos libre pa sila sa kuryente at tubig. At upa. Hay, don't forget, libre ang upa nila. Sabi ni CRTV, I understand America needs yes votes Congress nila bago tulungan ng Pinas sa giyera. The country, the US, cannot declare a state of war without, Congress has to declare the state of war. However, as we know, the United States has, how do you call this, participated in undeclared conflicts all over the globe. Afghanistan, Iraq, Palestine. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, yung mental health problems dito sa UAE encourage talaga to have an excellent support system like the community, family, friends, and other loved ones. Policy ng gobyerno. Additional advice na yan sa'yo, B, kaysa puro travel ka. Hindi ko na, medyo nabigla ako doon. But well said, ma'am, well said. Sabi ni Sir Arsenio, war reparations ng World War II mas mataas ang compensation ng Japan kaysa sa Pilipinas, ng US. I agree. I agree. Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Kasi, ewan ko ba, nagtataka nga ako kasi si MacArthur dito sa Pilipinas yan lumaki. Pero mas malaki, kasi a lot of it also depended on his recommendation. Sabi ni Pederino, bakit may mga matatandang politiko na instead na gumawa ng legacy, pinipili pa nila sirain ang dangal nila? Ayun na nga. Because I suppose in some part, they think that their money will secure their place in history. May mga tao talaga na bumibili ng ng kumbaga biographies or diba they praise releases nga and some people actually have books written about their families. That's terrible. Sabi ni Remigio, sila Dilima at Jokno tumakbo lang sa Congress para sirain lang si VP Sara at walang magandang hangarin para sa na makatulong sa mamamayang Pilipino. Which makes them, kumbaga, not worthy. Diba? At least nakikita natin. And knowing that, we can always engage yung constituents nila. Hi, Ma'am Marianne. Hi, Kaupe. Sabi ni Eloa, I think ang mga older generation are more mentally stronger than this generation. This generation probably has more awareness and emotional, what is INT, interests than the old gen. Maybe, but I don't think it's really fair to compare generations. Kasi, let's say yung mga boomers. Yung mga boomers sa US, they had opportunities. They could own a house, they could have a family, ganyan. Ngayon, yung mga
Gen Z sa US?
They're stuck paying student loans. It's horrible. So, para sa atin, like for instance, when we were in law school, pinapagalitan kami ng mga professors namin, sinasabi, parang ang hihina nitong ano, ang hina naman ng mga bagong estudyante, ganto, ganto, ganto. I hear some of the professors complaining. Pero they said the same thing also about 3 or 4 batches after us. Pero may iba namang professors who were saying, kasi yung batchmates ko, ano eh, overachievers yung mga yun eh. When we entered the College of Law, there's like 100 cum laudes, 9 magna cum laudes, and 2 summa cum laudes in our batch. At the time when it wasn't very easy to graduate even with the cum laude. Mahirap noon. Sabi nila ngayon, mas madali. Possibly because may AI. But 'di ba? Ibig sabihin, iba-iba ang panahon. Sabi ko, at least nung generations before us, they didn't have to deal with the same kind of traffic or pollution or societal pressures that we have to deal with. They had a different set of problems. And if they were better able to cope, it is because their problems were copable. Ewan ko, that's just my take. Sabi ni Al, bakit po pinagyayabang pa ng isang general yung mga missiles na nandito sa Pilipinas na aabot daw sa China? Kung sakali may magagawa ba tayo kung gumanti ang China? Grabe po sa tanong to. Ay, nako, yes, that would be General Browner. He's just trying to, ano, to defend a position that is very difficult to defend. So kung ano-ano na lang. Parang he wants to build up yung, ano, yung decision to side with you in a brewing conflict with China. But here's the problem. When you choose a side between two countries, patay ka pagka nagkasundo yung dalawa. Diba? Where will you be? Sabi ni Sir, if expert doctors prove that Tatay Digong has episodes na po, ano po nangyayari sa decision ng ICC? They can always vacate a decision when there is newly discovered evidence. What is your take na ibabalik lang daw ng China ang rare earth minerals demand ng US pag erased ang tariff? China din pala supply ng antibiotics components ng US, the force of a sleeping giant. Ano, Browner? Well, yun na nga. I think that the US is playing hardball, particularly when it comes to their business interests. And I understand. Because for the longest time, the Democrats kasi, masyadong nag-iingat po ang approach ng US ngayon to protect US interests first. But there are ways of doing it that can possibly easier or better without bringing the world to the brink of a very potentially explosive trade war, di ba? So ito na nga, may risk talaga yung hardball nila. So, and since China has a virtual monopoly on rare earth minerals, all they have to do is withhold it. O, US ngayon mag-scramble looking for that. Unlike dati, na what did they deny sa China? Yung mga components na chips, 'di ba? There was a time that they denied it to China. China innovated. So, the US will be compelled to innovate. Yeah, the safest would have been to be friends with both. Sabi ni Aoi, netizens would say a person is weak if they allow themselves to small online bullying. 1 or 2 comments doesn't have weight, not knowing its weight is different from to those with mental illness. That is true. So that's why it's difficult to judge a person who is no longer here to explain what went on, what he or she was thinking. So I don't also like the idea that somebody is going to pinpoint supposedly to DDS as being the prime persons to be blamed for this, because we're speculating based on the public statements that she has made. Again, I will underscore, we don't know what she was thinking on that day. We don't know what she was going through. But right now, we do know what her family is going through, and it is horrific. So let's not add to the pain. There's already so much going around. There's already so much meanness going around. And yes, nakakahawa yan. But if we take, you know, at least a consistent, not stand, but consistent attitude to not be like that, or to at least choose. Halimbawa, we can do this to public persons to persons in government, halimbawa, because it is in the Constitution. Yung free speech natin can be better put to use instead of, going after individuals. Let's go after government policy. Go after the people who make these ruinous policies, such as fascist administrations. Sabi ni Faz, gusto ko mag-thesis na ang title is Generational Leadership. How the political climate of the 1970s to 1990s influenced today's Filipino decision makers, historical and generational focus. Oh, please publish it. Sabi ni Ma'am Christine, and this is an interesting and actually a very insightful take. The parents of Gen Z are Gen X. Consequence of Gen X resolving, I will not do to my kid what my boomer parents did to me. Yes, our boomer parents, believed in corporal punishment. So, yeah, yeah. Plus, they had time. For example, my mom, who is a professional, she was a dentist, she had her clinic at home so she could be home with the kids because my father, as an Air Force pilot, wasn't going to be home much. So there was at least one parent at home. And I think our parents generally thought that way. There had to be at least one parent at home. So I think a lot of us benefited from that kind of mindset, or that somebody at least was at home to stand as the parent. So if it wasn't our parents who were busy, Lola and Lola were there. So it might be a very middle class mindset, huh? So we don't know that there are also other families who did not benefit from that, who did not have the 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 luxury of both parents being at home or even alive. I recognize that. But in general, I think that, and it's very difficult pa naman to generalize, that you, to some degree, I agree with you. Sabi ni Terry, perhaps nowadays there's actually a lack of real human interaction. There are real connections. Kids before were tougher because they were allowed to experience hardship and suffering. Pwede, pwede. But for instance, there's certain things that I never agreed with in the US. Kasi I went to high school in my senior year, no, sa US. The bullying, for example. So, in the US, I noticed that the schools, they don't interfere. May nagbubully sa isa, unless there's actual physical hurt, like may nagdudugo na dyan, may nasuntok and all that. But yung mga bullying, like verbal abuse and all that, mm, to a large extent, it seems to be the policy of many US schools not to intervene. And I am really seriously wondering at that. Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, the teacher will always intervene, the principal will intervene. I always wondered about that. So it's easy to feel, out of it. Tapos, and yes, I agree with the lack of real human interaction because many people have turned it into a value. You see it online. I'm happy with the book. I'm happy to be home alone with the book. I'm okay being single, which is okay, by the way. And I find nothing wrong with wanting to be alone and at home with a book and your cats, or maybe plus 3 dogs. And it's, to many people, it seems to be a value. But what I'm seeing nowadays is that it is valued more than human interaction. So yeah. Sabi ni Sir Maxi, you only need one nuclear missile to annihilate kung aabot from Pinas to China. But there's I remember this from my international relations studies because I was studying international conflict, no? But even with the current technology, once a missile is launched, the other party will know. And before it lands, they have time to launch their own. So this has always been known as the mutual destruction, mutually assured destruction that creates a balance of terror. Sabi ni Ma'am BM, posible po kayang nasa genes? Sorry po, I don't know paano sabihin in a discreet manner. Eh, nabasa ko po na may pamangkin na tumalon from... Alright, we have to handle this delicately. I don't think there is any genetic disposition to that, to self-destruction. Kasi that would mean the end of a particular, line. So I don't think we can blame that on genes. It is almost always a combination of your personality is a combination of your environment, which means your upbringing and all that, plus genetic predispositions. So, for instance, a person may be born with a genetic predisposition towards ano ba? Genetic predisposition, so the appreciation of music. Given the right nurturing, they'll become concert pianists, opera singers, mga ganyan. But if it is not nurtured, then you get to be the best karaoke singer that side of your neighborhood, something like that. But I don't think that we can ever say that, parang ano for me, it's like, it's too complicated. That it could be the kind of hurts she experienced, so that would be, environment, or it could have been a chemical imbalance. Like I said, it is too late for us to find out. Remember that some depressions are caused by a chemical imbalance. XCBN, that's why they have to be medicated. Uh, Static. Well, nasa highway na po ako, so it might be that. So, okay, kung medyo mas static na, siguro, I don't know if we have time tonight for another live. Maybe we'll cut this short. Sabihin niyo ako pag nawala. Sabi ni Kaupe, hindi lang daw social media, kahit sa kalye, parang nahawa na. Yes. Also, increasing violence. Diba? You notice, dati, makikita mo yung violence sa Western countries were always so extreme compared to what we see here. So, ngayon, lumalala na rin. Sabi ni Sir Manny, the US has a way of engaging in war by invoking conflict against national interest to avoid congressional approval. Yep. Yep. Hi kay Brad Cute. Sabi ni Arsenio, since World War II, collateral casualty po tayo even during the Vietnam War and Korean War. Jump point po tayo. Ma'am, signal po may distortion ng audio. I can't do anything about the signal kasi nga online tayo on the highway. Okay, sandali ha. Kasi kung magulo yung audio, we can, sure, kung hindi na tolerable sa inyo, itigil na muna natin. Okay na. Okay na. Kasi nasa highway tayo, so please expect na baka patay sindi yung signal dito. So kung mawala tayo, then, and it's more than a minute, then consider it na, na i-end natin ang live, ha? Sabi ni Terry Rose, if China withdraws economic relations with the US, dun pa lang, lumok na tayo. Chinese always value business more than anything. Hmm. Eto, Talita says, I remember sa psych namin, generally mental disorders happen because there have been a breakdown in coping mechanism. Yes. Kasi general rule is that humans are resilient until they're not. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, sa generation ngayon, madali na lang magpakadalubhasa because of advancements, pero parang nakakaligtaan mental skills for life's problems. Okay? For life's problem solving. Naka-benefit talaga ako sa parents ko ng klase ng pagmamahal na unconditional pero clearly outlined ang boundaries. Lalo na how to deal life in general. Stay off social media if it triggers a mental issue. Yan. Tama. I read yung mga pinost ni Sas about that. And generally, I agree. But there's some people talaga who do not have the internal discipline, first, to recognize that they have a problem, and two, to act on it. Pwede pa rin bang kasuhan si Lisa Hontiveros regarding sa PhilHealth issue kung napatunayan yung issue sa kanya kahit matagal na yung nangyari na yun? It's from the time of discovery, so pwede. Unless na-discover na siya noon and nobody acted on it. Okay. Alright. Sabi ni Asking Pinoy, yung statement ni Trump na we're just going to unalive people that bring drugs into the country, will that affect the decision of the ICC? Pag si Trump pwede, pag si PRD hindi, regardless of di sila member. Well, kahit di sila member nga, di ba, binigyan ng may ano ba yun, may notice or warrant si President Trump from the ICC before. That never stopped the ICC, even in the absence of jurisdiction. But um, if it can be shown that it's a norm, di ba, that drugs, when it's a drug issue, that this is a form of national defense, then that might recast the issue. So that's one thing that we can discuss further. Diba? If the US does that, then we could always argue that the norms are changing. Because nga, it is a form of self-defense. We are defending the country from a different kind of enemy and from a different kind of threat. Kumbaga. Any update po sa Tantoco death? Well, Dean Chase posted something but I don't want to repost it yet until mailabas na niya yung balita. So, ano naman tayo, inaantabayanan naman natin yan. Regarding yung dun sa kay Senator Marcoleta, wala pa po tayong nakikitang news item about that. So, for the moment, hindi muna natin i-discuss because mataas pa ang likelihood that it might be incorrect. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, natahimik ang ICC when Trump said lulusubin ang Hague pag nang aresto kay Netanyahu. Mga smaller countries at brown skin color lang kaya nila. Yun na nga. And that is something that we can discuss openly. We can post that. We can although sinasabi nga ni Attorney Kaufman, wag lang yung personalan, kumbaga. We can discuss this on that level, that the ICC has done this or that, because they say that also in Europe. Even in Northern European countries, they are reacting with parang problematic para sa kanila yung tendency ng ICC to be super slow sa kanilang sa kanilang pagde-decide. Masyadong mabagal. That is not justice. Sabi ni Faz, what if significant number of people pong dumagsa at mag-rally sa harap ng ICC calling palaya po kaya sa ICC? Anong view nila sa rally-rally? Ganito. The rallies are a form of communication and the message is that there is immense local support for PRD. The Philippines is acting like one of the complainants kasi because si BBM ang nagpa-turn over kay PRD to the Hague. So it's as though, according to Attorney Kaufman, the Philippine government is the prosecutor. So the message should be that that decision had been made without considering the autonomy of our vote, the autonomy of the voter, the electorate. Meaning hindi tayo agree. It was a decision that that BBM did not tell us he was going to make when he was running for elections. So these things, they can be discussed on social media. Yung tendency rin nila to act only on weaker states, their tendency to, I don't know, to cower against the large countries, Russia, the US. Hindi sila natakot kay Netanyahu because they perceive na, kakayanin nila, which I seriously doubt given Israel's military, how do you call this, consistency. So, kinakaya nga nila. We have no choice but to come to the conclusion na kinakaya nila yung mga countries like ours. Yun, sabi ni Ma'am Karen, Tony Blair, the Western Prime Minister, dead ma-ICC sa pagbomba sa Iraq. Selective justice proceedings are still injustice because world leaders decide something that benefits or harms humanity. Pwede bang kasuhan ni Senator Bongo si Trillanes kung hindi niya napatunayan yung kasong isinampalaban sa kanya at ano pong kaso. It depends kung may perjury po. Pumasok lang po sa isip ko, sabi ni Asking Pinoy, when Duterte cursed corruption, they called him evil. When thieves kneel inside the cathedral, they call it repentance. When power kisses the cross, the church smiles. Nobody promised us a rose garden. Let me just remind everyone na we can only control ourselves, kumbaga. So, and make ourselves stronger. Yes, it is true. There's so much injustice in the world. But the one thing that we can do is to promise ourselves not to contribute to that injustice. Para nababawasan yung mga tao na unjust at nag-i-inflict ng injustice on other people. But we must also, you know, kumbaga, play consistently on the side of being fair. Anong pwedeng ikaso ni Villanueva kay Sec Boying, ay kay OMB Boying? Right now, wala pa naman eh. But he can, pagka kinalkal yung kaso niya at in-attempt i-revive. Sabi ni Awi, unfortunately, last question na to, we have a president who just proved to the ICC that we are a weaker state that they can exploit. But the Filipino people are not weak. Si BBM lang, we will fight until PRD is free. Thank you. I think this is a good place to end. On that positive note, we will continue to try to bring him home. Not try, we will continue working to bring him home. So, thank you very much for participating dito sa live natin ngayon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat na nakilahok. Maraming salamat for na I will expect you nga pala tomorrow, hopefully live sa Bilyonaryo at 8:30 a.m. We'll see you then. Maaga tayo ngayon para makatulog lahat na maaga. See you and thank you very, very much for participating in this live.